What's up and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 231. Wonder's been trying to guess the episode for about 20 minutes. He went everywhere from 201 to 984 and never got the right answer.
What can I say? I'm dumb.
What can I say except you're welcome? Are you already getting fire calls while we're sitting here?
Yeah, it has not stopped since yesterday.
I mean, it is. I don't know if you've looked outside recently. It is a little smoky.
Yeah, and there's fires everywhere.
I gotta hit that pre-apology again. I don't hear it on your end, but I'm sure you can hear my air conditioner kind of humming in the background. You're just gonna have to cope. It is. What's the exact temperature right now? It is 102 degrees outside.
Which is a cool front compared to the last 2 days.
And I live in a really old house, so it also is this issue of this room is the newest room in the house because it was an addition, so it has good insulation, which is a bad thing.
Yeah,
because once it heats up, the heat doesn't go away.
Yeah,
so,
and I'll also apologize if anybody ends up hearing my pager.
Yeah,
because it has not shut up since yesterday. So
bro might get sent to go fight fire in the middle of an episode again.
I'm hoping not, but there's a possibility. That's
no,
kind of
you
the whole
see,
reason.
The fire's gonna go be fought as soon as Aspen gets there. You're gonna leave as she's pulling in.
It's gonna suck. I have not seen her. It's like, I think it's been over 2 months since we've seen each other. She's literally
in my head. That can't be right, but it might be.
I'm almost positive because
I don't remember.
Well, she's been gone for 3 weeks to Colorado.
Yeah.
Just on fire duties. So, and then we hadn't seen each other for at least 3 weeks before that. So, I mean, it's been roughly a couple months. And so she's literally driving 10 hours back home. She's almost back to where she lives. And then she's driving another 2.5 hours here.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So she's going to be pretty tired. She's worked a month straight, pretty much, 12-hour days.
Nice.
And
so tonight you guys aren't going to hang out at all. She's going to get there and pass out right on that bed there.
probably, most likely. Yeah.
So we're going to be gaming all night. Let's go. And then I don't get to talk to Wonder for a week. That's why we're recording the podcast early.
Why a week?
I don't know. How long is she going to be there?
Till Wednesday morning, I think.
Okay. So for 3 days. 2 days, whatever.
And also I start my, you usually don't get up till late evening anyway, but,
yeah.
But I won't get off work until, 4:30 now.
Well, yeah. When did your new job start?
It starts Tuesday.
Do you have to work tomorrow then?
Yes.
Tough.
So tomorrow I get up, I go do my ride. I'm gonna take my truck to the car wash, get all the mud off of it, take it to the shop, deep clean it, and get all my personal shit out of it. And then that way it's ready to go for whoever needs to use it for my ride. Because it's no longer my problem.
So, everybody watching right now, I want you to comment down below where Wonder will start working next summer, because we know he cannot work a job for more than a year at a time. He gets afraid and has to find something new. So what will that new thing be next summer?
Not true. I've been working where I'm at now for a year and a half. Almost.
You've been applying for you've been applying for other jobs for about a year, so.
Well, yeah, because it's not sustainable. I need more money if I'm going to buy a house. So
we all know you're not buying a house. We all know you're never moving out of where you're at, ever. We all know it. We all know it.
Well, actually, when someone moves out of a house that I've been looking at, in particular, I'll technically live closer to you.
Yeah, you've said you were going to move out of where you live for 3 years. No, you're not. That house will open up and you still won't. I don't believe you ever leave your house. I genuinely don't.
I really like, well, I'd have to go look at the house first because it used to be really nice and good shape. But then Chad moved out and these other people moved in and they've lived in it for a few years now. And so I'm not going to last name it, but I'm pretty sure if I told you who it is, you would understand that the house could be not in good shape anymore.
Yeah.
So I would have to go look at it first once she finally decides to move out or whatever. But if it's in decent shape, even if it's a little rough and I have to fix it up a little bit, I'm okay with it because A, I can get internet there, I'm pretty sure. And B, I have enough room for my PC. The problem with the other place I wanted to move into is the room's about the size of my bed. So
nice.
Yeah. I was unsure of how the hell I was going to fit my bed in there as well as my PC setup because the room is tiny. And I couldn't get the internet we have now there because we're too close to the tower, apparently.
By the way, you're down to the final couple of days. As of time of recording, we are less than 24 hours away from a college football game existing.
Oh, yeah. I might have to run to the old Wally World and get me a PS5.
Yeah. Honestly, if I were you, I don't know if you're going to have time. I don't know if you really want to drive to Bluffs. Though we totally could.
Well, I don't get paid until tomorrow, so it'd have to be tomorrow.
Well, never mind. I was meaning we totally could right now just to go get Chinese and bring some back for Aspen for when she showed up.
Yeah.
And then you secretly be putting your PlayStation up over there and don't tell her.
Why would I be secret about it?
Because that's a lot of money to spend to play a singular video game.
She don't know.
Hey, it does fully replace your PS4.
PC, so.
Yeah, but that wasn't for one game. You can do a lot with a PC.
Right.
Just and like you do more than just play games. A PS5, you're buying to play one singular video game. You can re-download all the ones you already have on your PS4 and that still works. But you're buying it for one game.
Oh, I've done worse.
That's fair. Me too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, you just buy the Chinese food as the nice thing to make up for the fact that you're wasting $600.
Well, we planned on going to the bar and eating because I don't think she really wants to travel anymore.
That's why I was saying if we could like go right now, like the minute we finish this, just go and pick stuff up and come back. I don't even mean we eat there. We just pick stuff up and come back.
Yeah, I know. But
that's what I was meaning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. I get it.
That's true.
I get it.
But yeah, I'd like to wait until because I'll be getting it's gonna be like a $4,000 check.
Yeah. Once you get paid, we'll go.
Tomorrow.
We'll go get some din one day this week.
Yeah.
After Aspen leaves, and that's not because I don't want to. It's not because I'm trying to avoid Aspen. But you guys haven't seen each other in 2 months. I don't want to talk to you for the next couple of days. I just don't want to know. It's not my.
Idea.
That's why we're recording this now. Because Aspen's going to be there.
Let's just say we got a lot of pent up anger and aggression.
I don't like that phrasing. I feel like we've been talking for 30 minutes already, and it's been 9. This is going to be a long episode. This is going to be a long day. Everything seems slow because college football is almost here.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I got to start a stream. I need to hit up Caleb, actually, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, because I think we're going to at least start, and maybe we'll just finish the rebuild off that we planned on doing. So he's gonna be Colorado State, and I'm gonna be Wyoming. We're gonna do the border war rebuild. Oh, you wanna mute? Oh, never mind. I can kind of hear it. He's getting a call, but it's not for him. Or it's not important. Either way. But yeah, so he's going to be CSU. I'm going to be UW. So we got the border war rebuild going on. And I really hope, I know they didn't because it's Wyoming and they don't care, but they talked about how they're adding in like the chants that the schools do and stuff.
Oh.
I really need the "it sucks to be a CSU Ram" chant in the game. I will be so goddamn happy if that happens. You have no idea. I will scream that so fucking loud. So loud.
I kind of looked into it and stuff. It kind of seems like there's like multiple options you can do. Like,
oh yeah,
like you could face people, playing people. You could literally just have like a coach war, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you sit there and you recruit people, and you have to be super, smart about offers and trying to get people to come play for your school, and it just sounds extremely intriguing because I think it would be kind of funny that like you don't even actually play each other. It's literally just based off of how well you can coach a team, basically, and how well you can recruit.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool. It's just giving you more options if you want to be a coach or if you want to, if you want to be an actual player. I know they don't have the actual progression through high school anymore, but technically as a coach, you can recruit kids right out of high school, technically, I guess, the way it sounds.
Yeah.
So it sounds fun.
All the series I got to start. I also have to, once that's done, I'll be recording the beginnings of my road to glory and my personal Wyoming rebuild. That one's going to be a little different. I'm doing 2 with Wyoming. Then I'm rebuild, like, it's not a rebuild, but none of these schools are relevant right now. Oklahoma's always kind of relevant, but they're not good right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be doing that for a league with Nicole. Miller wants me to join his big league, and if you download everything, you'll join it too. Then you have to pay attention to a Discord because that one, they try to get a bunch of people, so you have to pay attention to a degree just for if there are weeks where you play a team that somebody else has because you guys just play each other.
Yeah.
In that one, I guess you could probably pick Wyoming because I won't be picking them again.
Yeah.
There's already at least 2 times I'm picking Wyoming. Valente, I know, wanted to do a thing where you pick only 1-star schools. So I think I'm picking... Sorry, I got to look this up real quick. What school did he transfer to? The Louisiana Monroe Warhawks would be the team I'd pick for that. Because General Booty, who was a recruit for Oklahoma at quarterback, plays for Louisiana Monroe now. So General Booty will take that team to the promised land. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. Ooh. The root beer's getting to me.
Bro's root beering.
Yeah, it's not even the good root beer either. It's just the best choice.
Why'd you get best choice root beer? It costs the same as the good stuff. Why pay more for shittier root beer? It's not for him. It's already a call again, though. That's insane. Bro's getting cooked. Anything good happening on Twitter? Another former NFL player died, Jacoby Jones. So that's really depressing. Yeah, don't know what happened there. But, yeah, he was 40.
Huh.
Most notably a member of the Ravens. Won Super Bowl with him, had the kickoff return for a touchdown in the Super Bowl, had that catch in Denver to beat the greatest offense of all time with what was a good defense, but, the safety decided to play horribly. He thought he read the ball and was going to get an interception, read it wrong. So there's just the image of him jumping, but the ball's like 10 feet above him. It's like, you were behind Jacoby Jones 4 seconds ago. You tried to make a play and just made yourself look like an idiot. Love that.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
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 Ugh.
These are wild times.
I mean, yeah. I think I know what you're referring to. I really don't want to talk about it, though.
I
But
don't really want to talk about it, but I mean,
it is wild times, that's for sure.
Got NFL people dying everywhere. Former president gets shot.
I don't know, man. That's such a weird. What the fuck am I seeing on Twitter? I'm sorry.
I can only imagine.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted.
That's not uncommon.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we got stuff happening.
America, fuck yeah.
I don't. Oh God. I have to send you this tweet. I can't say what it is out loud because it's horrible, but I love it. Sending it to you on Twitter.
What are you gonna do if I say it out loud?
Don't. You'll see why really fast.
It can't be that bad.
It's pretty not good. It's so great though. Oh man. But yeah, we got that one thing tomorrow. College football tomorrow. I'm very excited. I got one more in me. That's the first reply, is that Vince Carter picture. I got one more in me. I love it. He's trying so hard not to laugh about it.
Okay.
You good, bud?
Do that one. Yeah.
He wasn't ready. It's pretty funny, though. I really want to know if that's a real Instagram story picture. If it is, it makes it so much better. Oh, man. Subathon.
Anyway, the finger's doing better.
That's good. Subathon's happening soon.
Oh, yeah.
I got the sample for the one thing. So actually, maybe you should come over here in a bit and just look at that. The sample for the one merch thing that I can't bring up. Because the world doesn't know, and the world can't know for another 2 weeks.
Yeah. You could send me a picture of it.
You've seen pictures of it. That doesn't tell you anything about it.
Wow. I also trust your judgment, so. You are the t-shirt guy, and
True.
I am not. You're just the clothing guy in general, pretty much.
What the fuck? Goddamn. Dude, people in Valorant are weird. Another streamer friend I know, she was playing Val, and somebody on the other team from her was trying to hit on her. And like, yo, Luna, you taken? Yeah, because I'd never take you for granted. And then she laughed. And then he goes, guys, she laughed at me. And she just, L. And then he started, like, screaming, shut up, Tubby, call you tuna because it smells like fish. It's like, damn, can you take rejection any harder? Jesus Christ.
Tell me you're fragile without telling me you're fragile, dude.
Bro, also, why are you hitting on people over a video game through text chat?
I mean,
why is that the strat here?
You got to shoot your shot. But
no,
also,
you don't.
When someone turns you down, don't be douchey about it.
But you also don't have to shoot your shot like that.
Well, I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
You miss 100% of the shots where you're flirting with people on Valorant.
True.
That's
true.
That's it. You miss 100% of those. All of them. All them bitches. You miss all of them bitches.
All I know is if somebody in the last couple of days was shooting for ego, there's no way they would have missed.
Yikes. Yikes. Yikes.
Sorry. Too soon?
I don't know, man. It's all bad. Everything's bad. You know what's fucked? I did see a stat that came out after that. Because technically, outside of Trump, 3 other people got shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 people. That qualifies as a mass shooting.
Right.
That has been the 34th mass shooting in this country since July 1st.
Right. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I think 28 of those were gang related.
Probably.
Yeah. Which is not much better, but
Well, it's probably like 24, and then the other 9 are like family related.
right. Got a family of 10 just feuding it out. They finally said, fuck it.
Hatfields and McCoys part 2,
Yeah.
man.
No shit.
Oh, God.
But
I wonder what the best uniforms in college football are. I'm finally going to get to know what uniforms I like, because I can just tomorrow go through and look at every team's uniforms. You know whose aren't the best?
I don't remember.
Wyoming's.
They used to have pretty cool
I've
uniforms.
never loved them because brown and gold. I really don't like my uniforms to look like shit and piss. So
I guess.
that's just what you're rocking. You're rocking shit
Well, they
and
used
piss.
to have, like, it wasn't the brown ones I liked.
And now with the white helmet, it's shit and piss, but the white, so you're just a toilet bowl.
So they used to have, like, all white uniform with a brown helmet.
Yeah, I remember the brown helmets.
And it was like the brown helmet with, like, the gold face mask. Which that didn't look too bad. I like the white. But I don't know. I guess I've just grown used to this color, but I guess if I was never a Wyoming fan and then decided to be a Wyoming fan, I'd be like, man, these uniforms suck.
Right? Yeah. And I'm not even like truly a Wyoming fan. It's just we don't have professional sports here. So what we get, because that's still closer than driving to Denver and way cheaper.
Oh shit.
So it's like
half the time it's free for me.
Well, it used to be.
But if I go with Cody, he's a coach.
Oh, yeah.
He be part of the coaches association. He gets to bring me, or he gets to get in for free and bring, a family member or friend for free.
Nice.
So we try to do that at least once a year.
Oh. Apparently, we are getting a gold uniform this year. That's new.
Oh yeah.
That's loud, but yes. Yeah, white helmet, gold jersey, brown pants.
Oh, so basically we're going back to the OG days, I think.
Kinda-ish. And then on the shoulders are like mountains.
Yeah.
Instead of like stripes or whatever.
Yeah. So, that's
Oh, yeah, and we finally have a new coach.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Mr.
Probably a good thing.
We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see.
They're also finally not being poor anymore. They're finally adding names to the back of jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I did see that. Which is
they
nice.
Always
half
needed
the time
to.
I'm like, who the hell is that?
Right? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't understand why any school doesn't do it, Like, why does Alabama not have names on their jerseys? You can't tell me that Alabama can't afford new jerseys every game if they wanted to.
Right, especially since now players get paid.
Yeah.
So I would want my name to be recognized. I want my name to be on my jersey so NFLs can be like, oh, who the hell is this kid? And then they see a last name and then they look up your stats or whatever. Which they technically could just get online and be like, oh, number 17 for whatever.
Yeah, but it's tough because there's, guys on both sides.
Exactly. Yep. So
there's two number 19s.
I'd rather be like, Charles for Wyoming and then pop it up, instead
Right.
of like number 17. Well, is it this guy or this guy? They're kind of built the same.
All right. I'm trying to see old uniforms. When was the last time we truly rocked the brown helmet? Apparently there was
Well,
sometime.
it's not very often.
No. Definitely not often.
But yeah, I just hope it's like the actual like yellow gold lip, not like the off like faded gold look like in the old times. That looked like crap.
2007,
It was
where it was the Saints gold, basically.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like a tan, like cream color, not
Yep.
gold.
Yeah.
And the numbers they had numbers, but the numbers
look
were
it
like
up.
faded.
Just look it up so
Yeah.
you can see it.
Yeah,
Just look up. No,
I
like
can
right
see
now.
it in my mind.
No, I mean look up what the jersey looks like. The one
Oh.
that is already created. The new jersey. Just fucking look it up, bozo.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the old one. I was like, well, I've
No,
already seen that one.
You're like trying to say what you want it to look like. Just fucking look. Wow, they have really gone mostly white helmets. Why do I remember the brown helmet so vividly? That's weird. Because that's probably just what they wore the first game I went to, is the brown helmet. And that's why that's what I think about, I would assume. Wyoming Cowboy brown helmet. I really hope they have, just like most, sports games where they have old uniforms, I hope they do, so I can rock the brown helmet. What are those jerseys? I don't remember those at all, but those are kind of nice. Huh. They look almost Oregon Ducks-esque. Apparently, we had a brown helmet that just had a giant W on it, like we're the Washington Commanders. I don't remember that.
That was from like the 90s, I think.
No, well, at least the picture I'm seeing is early or later than that. But the jerseys where it like was kind of the Oregon Ducks thing where they just had like I don't even know what to call it, but on the shoulder pads, it wasn't stripes. It was like, it almost looks like feathers, but it's not. I don't know how to describe this. So I'm just not gonna. But yeah, I don't know why I'm distracted with uniforms, but I was.
Oh, they're bad, I guess. The gold.
Yeah, they're different, but
I like how they have the Wyoming flag on the back.
I didn't see that, but that's kind of dope.
Yeah, it's like right at the collar. It's got the blue and white buffalo.
Seeing Penn State's entrance though goes pretty hard. I just hope the game is all it's hyped up to be. I really do.
Yeah, right. It's been a long time coming, let's just say.
It's been a long time.
You're just as lovely.
Let's go. Ugh. That's great. What else we got? I'm not seeing there. I don't know. There's like a lot that we could talk about, but most of it's just like not real. Oh, so there's a game called Once Human that like in its terms of service or whatever talks about, taking your driver's license or government issue ID and storing it and whatever. The policy, like the actual policy states, personal information we receive from you, name and contact details such as first, last name, title, prefix, email address, telephone number, instant messaging account, postal address, date of birth, age, gender, country and region, and government-issued IDs, such as passport information, as required by applicable law for verification and correction of personal information. So this isn't entirely a thing that's in every video game that can exist in countries like China, where for every video game you play, you have to put in your government issue ID. They track everything you do. This isn't like a requirement and a privacy issue. They're not saying you must give us your ID. If you choose to give them your ID as an American, that's your fault. You're not in China. This is not how this works.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why people are like pretending the game's bad and psycho because they're just doing the thing every other video game does. Every other game says this. But fear-mongering on the internet is really driving me insane lately.
Oh, shit. The internet in general is just driving me off a wall.
That's fair, dude.
Especially since it's getting close to an election
I know.
in the United States, so shit just goes nuts on the internet. And that's
Dude,
what pisses me off is that's all you see. Every other post is just bullshit.
Well, for me, it's just people spewing bullshit about Star Wars, which for me is worse.
You'd rather deal with the politics, huh?
Well, because politics, in most cases, I can just tune out because, honestly, if
you don't give a shit about it,
if you're posting a tweet about it, you probably don't know what the fuck you're talking about, anyways.
Right.
That's insane. Like, it's ridiculous. What the fuck was that noise?
Wasn't me.
I don't know, man. I'm terrified. Yeah, I don't know. I just think talking politics just doesn't matter. Reading what people say doesn't matter, so I just don't. Because 90% of the time, you can have a conversation with somebody. I can prove to you that in every way you're wrong. I can rub your nose in it like you're a dog that just shit on the fucking floor, and you still won't notice there's shit all over your face, so I can't help you.
Right.
And that doesn't mean I can't be wrong, but most people you can't have a conversation with anyways, so what's the fucking point?
Right. Well, the problem is there's no such thing as civility anymore when it comes to a conversation. Like, you just disagree with somebody and start right there. You know, it's like, just have a normal conversation. So, no, I don't agree with your views. This is why I don't agree with it.
I get it. We yell at each other a lot, too.
Yeah, true. It usually doesn't start off that way. It kind of progresses.
Yeah.
As a typical debate does,
and me and you both yell a lot anyways, so
my thing is half the time people can argue the same fucking thing and feel like they're saying something different, but they're saying the same thing.
Happens a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Like what why are you guys arguing? You're saying the same thing. But
I do gotta bring this up because I think it's funny. Valente was mad. And they're all worried because there's going to be a ultimate team for the college football game. So like the online buy packs, player cards, all that stuff. You know, like Madden Ultimate Team, the part that everybody hates about Madden.
Right.
Yeah, but people are talking about it. And Valente's like, I love the idea of adding college alumni, but I don't just want a bunch of NFL guys in college uniforms. If you were any good in college, you wore an NFL uniform at one point. So you just don't actually want alumni. I'm sorry. We're not adding Jim Bob Johnny the 7th because, you know, he was the 8th best receiver on your team 10 years ago. That's stupid. Now, I don't think they should add every moron who ever played for the team. You should add actual legends for those teams, good or bad. Like Texas, it should be like Vince Young and Colt McCoy, who both sucked in the NFL.
Right.
Well, Colt McCoy was like mid or like bad, but, you know, the type of bad where you get a 15-year career as a backup. Right. Because you're like just competent enough that like You can be the
Josh
backup
Allen
and
for
whatever.
Wyoming.
Yeah, Josh is one of the actual like good NFL players who would be
Logan
in the game
Wilson.
too. See, I'm still thinking more of like a Marqueston Huff and a Brian
true.
Hill.
Yeah.
There's a callback for Wonder.
Yeah, I actually have pictures with Brian Hill and Josh Allen technically, but they're on my phone still.
I want to go see his college stats. Brian Hill. I don't think it wants to load. Oh, my internet crashed.
Oh,
we're back?
are you back?
I think we're back.
Okay, I was wondering if it was me or you.
It might have been both. I got hit with the no internet for a minute there.
Mine was steady, so I think it was you.
Yeah, so in 2015, Brian Hill was one of the most effective backs in the nation. He led the Mountain West in rushing yards per game at 135.9. Second in total rushing yards with 1,631. He was number 8 in the nation in average yards and total and number 9 in total yards.
Yeah.
His 1631 and 135.9 per game averages set new UW single season records.
They also gave him the ball 3 times out of 4.
When you're good, man. That's how it works.
Yeah. Yep. I think he would have been better too, but I think he got injured for a little while.
His season high was 242 yards on 21 carries, rushed for 208 on 30 against Appalachian State, and had 232 yards on 35 carries against UNLV. 35 carries was the most for a Cowboy since Wyoming joined the Mountain West. That's wild.
That's sad.
Oh, that was in his last year there. Not his last year, second to last. He finished his career at UW with 2,963 yards. Oh, no, I lied. 2,427 was where he was at the time of this being written, because it said he only needed 536 more yards to tie Devin Moore for the career mark for UW, and I don't know if he got there.
That's what I was saying. I feel like he got injured at one point. I could be wrong.
That would make sense as to why he never, because it would have been that year. So it would have been like that year. He doesn't maybe get the all-time record, and then that causes his draft stock to fall, and he never gets an NFL chance. Because he was on teams up to last year, but he's never gotten he never got a go. And he was one of the 10 best running backs in the nation. You'd figure he'd get a go at some point.
Right.
Unless he got hurt and just...
Yeah. Well, the one thing I was thinking about was, if we were to take, the top 11 men to ever play on offense in Wyoming, I don't know if we would be able to compete with the top 10.
He didn't get hurt, so I'm more confused. Because he is the all-time leader by over 1,000 yards. He's also got the 2 best single seasons of any running back in Wyoming history. And he's got 4 of the top 10 single games.
Imagine being that good and you don't even nobody knows who the fuck you are just because Josh Allen existed at the same time you did.
Pretty close, yeah. Xavier Valladay is already second all time. I say already as if he didn't leave the team in 2021, right. But yeah. Second all time with 3,274 yards. And then, Devin Moore from the mid-2000s. And that's mostly it for recent guys. In 1984, against South Dakota State, a man named Kevin Lowe had 302 rushing yards in a game. That's wild.
Pretty good game.
Rushing touchdowns leader is Brian Hill, followed by Eddie Talboom, who played from 1948 to 1950. Dude held those records for a long time.
Oh shit, I guess.
Let's see what else we got. Brian Hill's also the single season leader in rushing touchdowns with 22 in a single season. That single season would put him just with the 8th most rushing touchdowns in Wyoming all time.
Yeah.
Just in that 1 year. Oh, God.
That's wild. You don't even see an NFL field.
Well, I mean, he did a little bit.
Well, I know, but they never get like a position. Not even on a shitty team.
Let's go look at his stats. Apparently, he last played for the 49ers.
Really?
I
didn't know that.
Yep. He, in his career, had 209 carries for 982 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's an average of 4.7 yards a carry. That's really good.
I was about to say, that's...
I don't know why he still never got a shot.
Huh. Well, I mean, playing behind Christian McCaffrey, I could see that.
Well, in 2020... Well, that was 2021. Christian McCaffrey wasn't even there.
So
he was a Falcon for most of his career.
Yeah, I knew that. Which... Did the Falcons do a whole lot of running?
I mean, they had Devonta Freeman when he first came in. And that's coming off a year where Freeman was like the league leader in rushing yards. So, like, I guess, but also, like, I don't know, man.
This sounds like he wasn't lucky enough to end up on a team that needed a running back, really.
Kinda feels that way.
That's rough. The guy was good, but just never got to see the field, really.
Yeah.
Never got to prove himself.
And then, yeah, he went to the Titans were like the Falcons were like the only team he played for. But Atlanta, Cincy, back to Atlanta, then to Tennessee, then to Cleveland, then to the 49ers. Then he went to the Canadian Football League in 2022 and played for the British Columbia Lions. And then he was selected by the St. Louis Battlehawks of the XFL in the 6th round of the 2023 XFL Skill Players Draft, but was released from his contract on August 21st because he signed with the 49ers August 21st of last year. And he was released by them on the 29th and signed to the practice squad, where he was then released again 5 days later.
Huh.
Bro's still trying. I hope he tries more.
But say there's a shitty team out there somewhere for you to,
or even go play in the XFL or the USFL or whatever that's called now.
Yeah.
USXFL. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man. He did start a couple games for the Falcons at one point in his career.
Huh.
Yeah. That's a Wyoming legend right there. Marqueston Huff better though. I thought he was going to be so good. He also never really got a shot.
True. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess we can credit Josh Allen for at least putting Wyoming on a map as far as NFL goes.
Yeah.
Like, at least we finally have somebody that's like, you could say Josh Allen and everybody goes, oh, I know who that is, you know?
Yeah.
But.
So here's a fun thing. I was building cars the other night, you know, going to like Ford's website, building a Mustang, going to Toyota's website, building a Camry. It's tough. So I built a Mustang. For the Mustang I want, I'm going to go try to rebuild it real quick. But for the Mustang, I would want, it's like a $50,000 car. For the Tesla, I would want, not even the one that I like want, the supposedly cheaper one. That's only cheaper if you get the government to give you money back, which, when has the government ever been known to give you money back?
Right.
At least in a timely manner.
I say 3 years later, you might get
Half of what you were promised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So realistically, that's a $52,000 car. It's cheaper for me to buy the Mustang, which is going to be way more goddamn fun.
Yeah.
So much more
It's going to sound a lot better, too.
True.
Yeah.
So you can buy a base model Mustang for $30,000. I'm not buying a base model Mustang.
Right.
If I'm spending brand new Mustang money, I'm buying a brand new Mustang that's like actually good.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to spend Dark Horse money because I think that's stupid. Because before you even start speccing it out, that's $60,000, and that's ridiculous. But like a GT, I could go with a GT.
Yeah.
I like a GT. GT's good. GT good.
Yeah. Speaking of vehicles,
Yeah.
I had to go put a Ford out yesterday.
Oh,
Ford pickup.
somebody
Ford Super
caught their
Duty.
truck on fire?
Yes.
How'd they do that?
Yep. So apparently, I don't even know who this guy is. Usually I know about everybody, but this guy I'd never seen before. Must have been driving through a pasture or something, and we got cheatgrass around here really bad, and it packed up underneath his truck right up against his catalytic converter, and they caught the cheatgrass on fire, and it burned up through the engine block, and then burned through the dashboard, and pretty much it just totaled the pickup, you know.
Yikes.
And our assistant chief was driving by at the time. He had a fire extinguisher in his pickup, so he stopped, and when he opened up the passenger door, or when he opened up the driver's side door, the airbags exploded.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but he was able to knock the flames down a little bit with the fire extinguisher until the fire trucks got there and we put it out. But there wasn't a super, I think it was like a 2018, 2019 Ford Super Duty.
Nuts.
So not super old truck. Good thing is we got there fast enough before the fuel tank in the back went off. There's a big old tank of fuel that he had.
For a brand new Mustang, the GT, so you know, obviously it's the V8, not the V6. Nothing
Right.
wrong with a Ford V6 though. That's one of the 10 best motors in the world, but man, the Coyote's just so good. The 5.0, it's so good. I want one so bad. But yeah, it's a $50,000
for
car.
whatever reason.
Yeah, it's a $50,000 car. It's so pretty though.
Yeah.
So I have the like, you know, that, what does Ford call it? The grabber blue, that really like bright blue. You
Yep.
do that with the black racing stripe with the like thin red racing stripe through the middle of the black. Just pops. Then you pay the extra, you know, $1,500 to get it as the Night Pony edition. So everything gets, all the like emblems and stuff get blacked out. Yeah. It's a pretty car.
You'd have to make some room in the shop to park that in the shop because you don't really want that one sitting outside.
Right.
Especially with the weather we have around here.
Right. Dude, if I bought that car, I'm just moving the boat that he has in there out and just saying, it's mine now. My garage now. I have the most expensive car here. My garage now.
Yeah.
I got to wait at least a year to buy that, though. Got to wait for, you know, insurance to stop thinking I'm a bad driver for being under 25.
That's the biggest fucking insurance scam ever.
Right?
I
It's
feel
like, yeah, I know you're already going to charge me more because it's a Mustang and it's brand new. I also don't have $50,000, but one day. I also, at this point, so I don't like the way that financing says it's going to work. I think it's just showing me the like worst possible price, but I hate it.
Right.
Because, yeah, that's 84 months at some shit. Oh, that's for, I'm very confused already. I don't want to do that way, though. I don't know, dog.
So
Why?
if you were to buy from the Ford whatever, would they like ship it to the nearest dealership, or would they like drop it off on your doorstep?
I think they ship it to the, but they might bring it here.
Let's say I know they have enclosed trailers that some places will directly deliver it to you.
But yeah, it's like a $600 or $700 a month payment.
I've seen worse.
Oh, absolutely. But it's just
And shit, mine, and I had good credit because I used my dad's credit.
I was gonna say that would be a benefit for me, is even though I would assume decent credit. I've never looked at my credit score, but seeing as I've started using credit cards every month for shit.
I don't even give a shit about credit, and mine was still the hell was it? I just seen it. I think it was like a 650, I think.
I mean, I haven't done any big purchases, which is kind of something if I had more faith in where I was at, I would go get like a loan for not a $50,000 car, but like, a much lower loan and go get a new car.
Yeah.
Just to like start it. I know I said I never would, but I'm also sick of my current car. So
yeah.
Other than fuel mileage, it's pretty great.
That's true, yeah.
But you know what's better and easier to get if I truly wanted to go buy a brand new car? A 2024 Toyota Camry Hybrid.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, I bet you're looking at a hybrid.
Uh-huh.
I heard those are pretty nice.
They're very nice. So the Nightshade edition is very similar to my old one.
Mm-hmm.
The Nightshade is now what Toyota calls their gold key. So it like golds out all the emblems and the wheels and shit. Because mine was the gold key and but the Nightshade is just what that was. So it's like the mid-level option. It's not their high end, but it's not the shittiest one. Though the lowest end Camry Hybrid gets the best miles per gallon. Which I find interesting. I do.
Huh.
But yeah, the way I have this car built out is it's about a $34,000 car. But that's, terrible. Half the price of the other thing. And it's going to get 50 miles to the gallon. And it's a Toyota, so it will run until I die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at their payment estimator also, and I made a guess on what my credit was, not having any clue, and just adding my car as a trade-in. That's down to $500 a month. If I got the parents to co-sign, though, it drops the interest in half. Cuts it in half, and that makes it down to about a $400 a month payment, and that's I don't know, that almost feels doable in the next year. I feel like I could get close to that.
$400 is nice. I mean, that's good for a new vehicle,
right? Yeah,
mine was used, and I still paid I think my lowest I was paying was $290.
Yeah,
a month.
Yeah.
And that's with a fucking 800 some credit score.
And this is with a very low down payment too, so I could probably bump that up. But yeah, so that's what I'm rooting for at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I actually looked at some of the Toyota trucks.
Oh, yeah, you can build a Tacoma for cheaper than you can drive a Tesla, too.
Yep. And
I like a Toyota Tacoma, man.
Yeah, it's another one of them vehicles that will run forever,
Especially the. So I was looking at them. So one of my old friends used to work for Toyota, so they had like this would have been like 2018, but they had a brand new the TRD Pro. So like the top end one, which is like a $60,000-$70,000 truck. That was the coolest truck I'd ever been in, though. That was a wonderful time.
The thing I like about them is they're kind of a smooth ride.
Just promise me if you buy a new truck, not to buy a goddamn white one.
I kind of like blue, but
there you go. That's better than goddamn white. If you're going to pick one of the two basic colors, go black. It looks better. And I know, yeah, but it shows dirt. Either way, it's getting covered in fucking mud. It doesn't matter. Black looks better.
Right. Yeah, I like it's not like a dark blue. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
Like this Toyota blue. They call it Blue Crush. That's really pretty. I like that one. Oh, you can even get the like blue accented interior. I like that. Oh, I could see you driving that.
Do that.
Or you could get yourself the orange truck. You want to be the orange truck?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I see an orange. It doesn't look bad, but I don't know about orange.
It's very hunter's safety.
Yeah. Also,
hello.
I like the new Silverados too, but
Bubba.
They never fucking change anything. The Silverado, like the body style, they change a little bit.
It's a dog.
But hi Dino. But overall, like engine wise and everything, they don't like change anything. They don't even really. They're not even trying to compete. It seems like.
Right.
They'll just put the same old engine in there and add a few more features, and then add another $30,000 on top of it.
Well, and maybe that would make sense if the engine was like, I don't know. Nobody talks about Chevy motors like that anymore. Nobody talks about Chevy anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed. Ford doesn't get talked about that much either, except the Mustang still exists, so people care. Chevy doesn't have a car, like, at all. Or is the Malibu back now?
I think the Malibu's back.
But for the last, 10 years, they didn't have a car outside of a Camaro, which Ford's doing the same thing. They only have the Mustang, which, I don't love, but also when you can get a Mustang for $30,000, all right, I guess.
Right.
That's a lot of money. I acknowledge this. I'm not dumb. I'm poor, too. When you're looking at new vehicles, $30,000 is nothing.
Right, exactly. But look at fucking Chevy sports cars. The Vet and the Camaro, they're both the Camaro. It's probably their generic fucking.
The Camaro's dead though. They don't make it anymore. They killed the Camaro again because they're Chevy. And
well, the Vet's still there though. I think.
I'll go check Chevy's website. But the Corvette might be like the Ford GT, where you can't just buy it. Cars. Yeah, the Malibu is back.
Okay. I thought I'd seen something where the Malibu was back.
Oh, there is a 2024 Camaro. I swear. Did they cancel the Camaro for a few years and just brought it back again?
I think that's correct, because I've seen a few of them for car shows.
Hold on. Or maybe the 2024 is the last one. 2024 was the last one. I see.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Because that ends the 6th generation with no plans for a 7th generation model. With the Camaro name going into retirement for now. So you can build a Camaro. You can build a Corvette still, though. But that's also not a real car. That's not a car anybody's buying.
Right.
You're in the $100,000 realm now. I'm sorry. You
Like the thing is like the performance is not like they're fast. Don't get me wrong, but as far as like a sports car goes, they're like
it's that
low totem pole.
And it's just like, even just looking at them, I'm sorry if I told you for $100,000 you can have a Corvette or an Audi R8. Are you even considering the Vet? Because nobody else is. Because for $100,000 you can get a better car in every way from most other manufacturers. I don't think Chevy actually cares anymore, which is fine. But like, it sucks.
Right.
Apparently, if you go full base model, it's only $70,000. But nobody in their right mind is going to go full base model. That's dumb.
Yeah.
What does Ford's GT cost nowadays, though? If you can even get on the fucking wait list for it. Ford GT Mark IV. I don't even know. Yeah, you can't even buy it. And there's no, like, click to get on a wait list. It does exist, though. Oh, the 2023 Ford GT Mark IV is the last of its kind. This final track-only model boasts superior aerodynamics, whatever. America's original Le Mans winning car. And to honor the original 1967 racing legend, only 67 of them were built. By hand. That's still insane to me. Specially engineered twin-turbo V6 that delivers over 800 horsepower. Getting over 800 horsepower out of a fucking V6 is wild.
I was about to say that the stock Camaro is 0 to 60 in like 3.5 seconds, and it goes to top speed of like 165 miles an hour.
You want to get a?
And then you look at the Stingray. It's 495 horsepower, 0 to 60 at 2.9 seconds, and its top speed is 194 miles per hour, which is still fucking fast.
Yeah.
What's the speed of it? What's the specs on an Audi?
Ooh, now I just want to look at the Mustang Mach-E. Just because I want to compare it to a Tesla, price-wise. Mustang Mach-E. Let's go base model. It's going to price more than a Model 3, which was the exact car I was looking at. But you can get it in Grabber Blue, which makes it better. Because Tesla, you got black, white, and red all over. But yeah. Actually, it's about the same price. Which is wild. Yeah. And you can get the same incentives as a Tesla to knock it down. So, like,
Right.
I'd buy the Mach-E if I was picking one of those two. I know, was it Mazda that has a car that you can get for like 20 grand though?
I don't know.
There was one I definitely looked. So the Mazda 3 starts at 24 grand, which for a 2025 to cost 25 grand is wild. I just want to see. Oh, how much? Never mind. Don't want to do that. Okay. Ooh, we can get it in a pretty color. I don't love the look of this car. But that's the hatchback version. I don't like the way they do their hatchback for the Mazda 3, at least now. Anthony's looks pretty good. I don't remember if you remember that car at all, but Like just the regular sedan version of this car. I don't even know if there's much I'd change about it. From nearly base model. Yeah, I would almost leave it base model with the options they have to change and what it costs to increase them. Yeah, that's insane. I could buy this car for not that bad, if we're honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at new trucks too, but my first thing on my agenda is somehow acquiring a house.
Right.
Which is gonna be a little easier now that I got getting this new job. You know, making over 50 grand a year will be helpful. So
Yeah.
and hopefully in the next couple of years I'll be getting some raises and stuff like that. So I'd like to get around that $30 an hour mark within the next couple of years.
Less than 5% interest for $290 a month. I could buy a brand new Mazda.
Huh.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I know we rented like I can't remember what the hell Mazda it was, but it was the worst ride. We rented one in Phoenix. When
Was
we
it a
headed out
car
to
or a
it was
SUV?
like was not an SUV. It was not technically a car. It was like it was like a combination between the two, let's just say, and it had about that much fucking clearance.
Nice.
It was like a Mazda 5 or something like that. It was ugly. You could feel every single little divot, crack in the road, which was
Yeah.
awful for drive because we had to go off-roading with it a little bit to get to where our campsite was.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, it was not, and like it was not comfortable in there. Like it felt like you were sitting on cinder blocks. I don't know why the seats were so stiff. I don't know. I was
Ooh.
not a fan of whatever
Ooh.
Mazda we were in.
Ooh. I think for nearly the same thing, though, I could buy for probably close to the same amount a month, I could just buy a Corolla hatchback. And Toyota does hatchbacks correctly, so I don't hate it.
Fair enough.
Oh, but the regular Corolla I could get as a hybrid for about the same price too. Yeah, I've now gotten completely distracted.
I noticed.
I'm just building cars now.
See what you do.
Though. You get it though.
I get it. I don't know if anybody watching this gets it.
I feel like everybody understands cars.
Yeah. And your OCD and your squirrel mentality.
Don't call me a squirrel, you squirrel.
No, I said squirrel mentality. Like squirrel!
I'll squirrel you.
Distraction.
So for this one, let's put this and this. Yeah, it's a little more, I think, but not bad. And it's a Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough. I want a Mustang. Eero wants you to loan him 50 grand. He found a
For
food.
what?
He found a food truck.
Oh,
He said, "Anybody
Hey.
want to loan me 50 grand? You'll get free food for life."
um,
Wonder's like, "Oh, free food."
I mean, it's tempting, but I feel like I would need like a royalty also. You know, like if he like actually becomes an extremely like, you know, renowned food truck or something,
There you go.
and he's making millions of dollars, can I like get like, I don't know,
Well, it depends.
5% of
There's
that?
your options. You can either get fully paid back or you can just get a royalty perpetually. Those are your two choices.
I would go
So you have
royalty
to bet
perpetually.
on him the one way, or the other way is just get your money back, and that's about it.
I would probably I would go royalty. That would be I mean, it's a risk.
Right. You
Yes.
got to risk it for the biscuit, though.
But I would have like terms such as if you don't succeed or whatever, you give me the truck back.
Ooh, that's fair.
You know, if you do succeed, you know, then I win. So then it's a win-win for me either way. Well, that's kind of sucks for me. Well, you're getting 50 grand to get a truck in the first place. So, I mean, I feel like that's
Yeah.
kind of something, you know. I'd basically be like a Shark Tank. We ever watch Shark Tank or whatever the hell they call that movie or show? Where basically you go out there and you present your idea or your innovation, and then if they like it, they'll be like, okay, you know, we're going to give you this amount of money to help with your, you know, production, but we want 10% of the company or whatever if you succeed, basically. But if they fail, basically, you know, you're out that money. So they're really picky about who they decide to endorse, let's just say.
Right.
But
Yeah.
they're businessmen, so they're really good at finagling a win out of any situation. So
What a weird episode.
I know.
But I think we're done.
Yeah,
Weirdly, I think we're
I
done.
agree. I'm fucking tired.
I have
It's just-
forgotten everything we've said already.
Yeah,
I don't know what this episode was about.
this and that.
All I know is that this was the Scuffed As podcast, and this is a Scuffed As outro. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.